We were newly elected members of Congress. Our first priority would be increasing funding for public schools.
As public high school students, we often notice that parts of our high school are lacking funding.
For example, look at this decrepit area of Mounds View High School. One
area
in
are
school
that
needs
improvement
is
the
bathrooms. Not only are most of them locked during the day in an attempt to decrease bathroom smoking and vaping, but the ones that are open often don't have soap, paper towels,
According
or
to
toilet
Mr. Ober,
paper.
the school bathrooms have always been a problem. If the government increased funding to schools like ours, we could actually get the resources we need to make going number 2 a wonderful experience, as well as start a campaign to stop bathroom vaping.
Increased spending on pre-college education also increases graduation rates and adult income.
Schools are pushing students towards higher standards and test scores because of the competition with other schools for funding. Although standards are being raised, the lack of resources, programs, and teachers are making it harder to reach.
Research by Northwestern University said that when a district's per pupil spending increased by 10%, those
Exposed to the increases across all 12 school-age years, i.e. those 5 years old or younger at the time of the increase, completed
as adults, they earned more and were less likely to be poor.
Is that kids have less art, they have less music, they have less extracurricular activities, they have less AP courses. So we actually have to reverse that if we really believe that kids should have a decent shot at success.
The research also showed that every additional dollar invested in students resulted in a $2 return investment in the adult income of the students.
Public school funding good for students, but it's good for teachers too. Increasing funding allows us to increase salaries and pay teachers more.
You might be asking, why is this important?
Students are America's future.
And in order to create the best future for America, we must invest in our students.
By increasing salaries, we can...
Hey! You can't film here. You should be here. Don't you know what's about to happen?
By increasing salaries, we can hire more talented educators.
With increased funding, we can encourage more children to get their high school diploma. More grads means a more educated population. And as our country gets smarter, it also gets richer.
This message was sponsored by Heinz. It has to be Heinz. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. This song is sponsored by the Shadow Government.
Nuke Radio.
Warning, nuking is now legal worldwide.
I walk into Balenci, make them wipe me down. Oil filter on the Glock, you won't hear a sound. I walk into Balenci, make them wipe me down. Oil filter on the Glock, you won't hear a sound. I walk into Balenci, make them wipe me down. Oil filter on the Glock, you won't hear a sound. You keep your heavyweight, we can go pound for pound.